What's up, everybody? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope whatever you did this weekend was fun and you got to rest and you got to relax and just be with the family. And now we're back at work. So as you can tell from the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about a thing called imposter syndrome. We're going to be talking about what it is, how to deal with it, and how to overcome it. I think it's something that's important that needs to be talked about. Some people don't want to talk about imposter syndrome because, they don't want to open themselves up. They don't want to be open and raw and letting people know if they don't feel a certain way or they feel like their stuff is not as important as other people or someone else is doing better than them. Before I started the video, I was already starting a little bit into another video, and then I asked myself, well, what is the definition of imposter syndrome? Because I don't even know it. All I know is what I think it is. And it turned out to be in the same line of that. When I looked on Google, it says imposter syndrome is the feeling of inadequacy, self-doubt, comparing yourself to others. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that. A lot of people, when we look on social media, we are sold the best sides of people's lives. We're sold their highlights, their wins, their accomplishments. We're never sold on when they're down, when they doubt themselves, or when they see something else from somebody and they start feeling, well, you know what, I'm not doing anything. And the more we talk about it, the easier it is. I mean, we can deal with it. We can understand where it comes from, and we can learn how to adapt and overcome that stuff. The best thing is learning how to avoid that trap. When you look at someone online, they're not going to tell you, hey, you know what, my house burned down. Or, hey, you know what, I got $5 in the bank, but I'm on here trying to tell you how to live your life, how to win, be big, get $1 million and stuff like that. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to tell everybody that life is good all the time. Life is bumpy. I got my own issues. I got stuff I got to deal with on a daily basis. This or that and this and that. I don't speak about it on here. Sometimes, if it's something minute or anything like that, I don't try to spread any kind of negativity. But I do deal with it. I deal with it a different way. If you follow my channel, what I do is I see problems, but I meet them with solutions. I don't want to complain and talk about problems without having a solution to it. And that's just how I deal with it. When I first hit the photography world, imposter syndrome hits hard because you're looking at everybody. You want to be like everybody. You want to do this. And that's okay. If you want to mirror somebody in their achievements or get bookings and stuff like that, that's okay. That's not bad. But when you start thinking that you suck because this other person's doing this, that's when you gotta face the reality. You gotta be like, hey, you know what? Let me sit this one out for a second. Let me try to fix this and see what's going on. Why am I comparing myself to somebody else? The best way I found is to just stay focused. Stay focused, stay in your own lane. It's okay I preach real big. You don't want to push your business on your colleagues. That's not the audience that you want. You don't want tons of people patting you on the back and this and that, or a whole squad of people being like, hey, blah, 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 blah. That's not who you're trying to reach. That's not who I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to reach clients. I'm trying to reach people to come into my business and, book us for photography and video. But I'm also looking for others' income streams. I'm branching out. I'm on here on YouTube. I'm looking into expanding myself, stepping out of that world and doing different things. And that's how I stay focused. Do I see other people being booked and getting this and that? Yeah. Does it bother me? No. I mean, it is what it is, you know? Once you start thinking differently, you start seeing things differently. Before, when, like I said, when I first hit the market, yeah, we wanted to get bookings and stuff like that. But then when you start placing value on what you do, you start to separate yourself from everybody else. If you're seeing someone that's consistently booking, evaluate what they're doing. You know, don't start doubting yourself because you're not getting these jobs or whatever the case is. If someone's being booked, like I see some other people being booked, like boom, 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 you know, on these Facebook groups and stuff like that. But then I look at what they're offering, you know, I'm looking at their packages. Oh, they got these $1,000 packages or $1,500 packages, and they're booking tons of those. I'd rather book one that matches up to 3 or 4 of those, because that's just going to overwork me and undervalue what I'm providing. And that mentality helps you overcome that. It helps you overcome not being booked. If you're seeing someone, hey, I just got this, I got that, I got this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, that's okay. Then, like I said, they're not going to come in and be on here, hey, you know, my tire got flat. Hey, my dog just croaked on me. You know what I mean? Some people they might share that stuff, but not everybody. Imposter syndrome, it can wreck your world. You know, it could stop you from being productive because you're constantly following these people. The first thing you need to do, go through your social media, especially the main one that I see is Instagram and Facebook. Those two, if you have tons of photographers, us, if I have tons of photographers and not clients and not people that I need to get my stuff to, there's an issue there because my ego is being fed through photographers, and that's not what I want. I want to, you know, pay my bills. I want to survive. I want to expand. I want to have my freedom. I'm not going to find out with the colleagues. I want to find out with the customers. I'm going to find it with people that, like I said, come into the business and book us. So I'm still looking at these cameras. I'm still doing everything. I released a brand video earlier. So, well, not released it, but worked on it. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. And that's one thing too. If you see someone go quiet on Instagram, it's not because they're not being booked, or it's not because they're not getting stuff. Sometimes those people go silent because they're working on different other projects. And now I'm seeing that, you know. Like I said, if you understand the reality of things, if you understand that you have value, you are important, you have something that you're bringing to the table. Everybody is different. Everybody does different things. Like I said, I'm all about branding. I'm all about boom, just big everything. Other people are more quiet and subtle and stuff like that. I can't be. I gotta be loud, and I gotta be myself because that's who I am. Yeah, it's crazy. Imposter syndrome, when I was dealing with it, it's hard to come back from that. Like I said, once you start getting into imposter modes and stuff like that and feeling inadequate and thinking other people are gods and gurus and stuff like that, you stop your progress. You stop what you do, your productivity. And another way to see it is all these people are on Instagram. If they're your colleagues, in whatever business you have, they're selling themselves. They're selling a beautiful picture of this miracle world that they're in, or whatever the case is. And it's just a front, you know? Don't compare yourself to that. Look towards inspiration. Look towards people that are gonna lift you up, take you where you need to go. Reach out to people. Instead of saying, like I said on the other videos, instead of asking why, change it to how. How are you doing that? Instead of saying why are you doing that. If you stay busy and stay off of Instagram and stuff like that, all the social medias, or use it for its purpose, which is reaching out to clients, then you won't worry about none of that imposter syndrome. I slam all day. I wake up from 4:30 in the morning, work out, and then I'm boom, 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 hitting all the social medias. I don't care what anybody else is doing. Yeah, it pops up on my feed, and I'll put a little heart. Boom, boom, boom. The people that I don't dig, the douchebags, I'm like, Most of them are already blocked. Most of them I don't even pay attention to. But the ones that have good heart, the ones that have good intentions, I'll put a little like on there. But I'm finding myself listening to other people outside of my industry, whatever, for, improvement on myself, to take myself from where I'm at to another level. Another way I do that, sorry, I'm looking through my notes too. I'm not editing this yet, so I did that brand deal video earlier, so I'm gonna be editing that like crazy. But on these, as you know from the other videos, I just talk. One thing you wanna do is you wanna be where they're not. And I'm good at that. I am good at not being where everybody's at. I'm not gonna fish in the same pond. I'll drop some stuff, I'll drop some lines, boom, 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 boom. And I'll test the waters and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna be in there constantly trying to shove these people off of me while I'm trying to get this one client. I'll drop a little things and then just walk off and go back to the other ponds because there's stuff in there. If you don't wanna be imposter, don't be where they're at. Go somewhere else. Go to LinkedIn, go to all these other social media profiles and dab into that. We've been seeing success there. Like I said, our website is banging right now. It's because we implemented some different changes too on there. The way we're directing our flow to our client or to our website is different than what we were doing before. But one of the main improvements that I did was cut off a lot of the fat, cut off a lot of stuff that takes away from me and just focus. Staying focused keeps you in line with your goals. It keeps these other things out of there and just turns it into a little white noise where you're just not even hearing it. Learn things, research things, try different trends. What happens that I see a lot on social media, like Instagram and Facebook, I'll see the photographers doing a video and everybody starts doing that video. Everybody's boom, 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 doing the same video, boom, boom, just everywhere. I try to go into other things, go into the real estate, go into construction and all these other things, just normal, regular TikTok videos and stuff like that. And do some of those things and not completely bite off of it. Take what they're doing and just add our own twist to it. That's a way that you can get over imposter syndrome. Other than that, I don't really know. I think we covered pretty much almost all of it. Understanding it is the main focus of it. Dealing with it is finding different means to get out of that. And then overcoming it is just saying, hey, F it. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to do me, you do you, and we're all good. So, yeah, imposter syndrome. It's a doozy. It's a real big doozy. It'll knock you off your rocker. But yeah, just stay away from that. Just clear your mind and focus. Like I said, if I put alarms all day. So once I'll give myself a certain amount of time on TikTok, Instagram, all these other apps, boom, 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 and switch over. And then go back into what we got to do and then go to the brand deals, go to our client stuff. And then I got no room for anything else. I got no room for nothing else. Not even the negative. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now. I just leave it at the front door. I don't even want to hear about it. If someone brings it up, I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds good. I'm still alive. You're still alive. We're going to wake up tomorrow. We're still here. So that's all I got. I hope it helps some way. Like I said, being real with yourself, being honest, is the best way to overcome things. If you try to just lock it away and be like, hey, you know what? I don't ever go through imposter syndrome. I don't ever suffer from that stuff. I don't ever doubt myself. I'm the king. This and that. you're just not being honest. So anyways, I hope that helps. If it did, drop a comment. If you're the first time to my channel, subscribe. Let's keep growing. So we're rocking it here. We're just going through every single day. So same thing, different day. We'll talk about a different other subject, bring in some products. I'm super stoked. We got through that first product, and yeah, that was a doozy. So we're learning and moving. So I hope you guys have a great night, and thanks for watching. Deuces.